Hello, right now I'm going to talk about the economics of big game hunting and rural communities, specifically in Zimbabwe. Okay, for some context, conservation efforts were currently being financed through ecotourism and also big game hunting, and this is because the Zimbabwean government didn't actually provide any financial support for conservation. And there's a lot of things, a lot of times the Western world gets this wrong because in the United States and Great Britain, we have nature conservancies and we also have like state parks. But unfortunately, the government in Zimbabwe doesn't provide any financial support to conservancies. So a lot of times, big game hunting is a way to support conservation. I'm going to talk about two land reform policies that support were meant to support the indigenous people of Zimbabwe and financially support them and give them some economic relief based on provided by big game hunting. And one of those is the wildlife based land reform policy, which actually took place in 2011. And this policy actually made a significant contribution towards household food security. So it was a success. And it promoted the participation of indigenous Zimbabweans in wildlife ranching and game farms. The Campfire program, on the other hand, which was put together in 1989, was definitely not a success. It was meant for indigenous communities to receive 100% of the trophy hunting fees from animals hunted on their land, but because of corruption in the council, the indigenous communities received absolutely no money. Conclusions. I researched these two different land reform policies in Zimbabwe, and I discovered that the wildlife based land reform policy did actually, in fact, contribute to food security for Zimbabweans versus the campfire policy, which was um, filled with corruption, actually did nothing for local people. These are my citations.